Greetings, 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 good people. Thanks for clicking on the video. Okay. It's hot topics time, ladies and gentlemen. All right. As you're coming in, please pay your admission fee by hitting the like button. Thanks in advance. All right. And also, if you're new here, welcome. Welcome, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Okay. So on today's lineup, okay, I want to talk about Megan Good. She is defending her man, Jonathan Majors. And I know a lot of you are not here for Jonathan Majors. So what? Okay, Megan said, that is my man, and I'm going to stick beside him. So I'm going to talk about that. There are rumors circulating that Bravo is in negotiation with Phaedra Parks for her return to Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16. Are you here for it? Okay. Tamar Braxton's fiance, J.R. Robinson, he done caught a DUI, and apparently this happened last month, but the cat's out of the bag. All right, so it's new news to us. And then I also want to talk about Safari. Okay, it seems like Erica Mena is still obsessed or is obsessed with Safari for whatever reason. Okay, so those are the hot topics, not in that order. But again, pay your admission fee, hit the like button, make sure you're dropping down in the comments section and sharing your thoughts. So before we get to some of those juicier topics, I want to start off with Safari. Okay, so Safari was on this podcast. I don't know the name of the podcast. I don't even know if this is a recent podcast that he was on, because I'm almost certain that he talked about this before. This is like an older story. Anyway, if it's not, here it is, right? So the Shade Room posted to their IG page that Safari says that his breakup with Nicki Minaj was one of the biggest struggles that he's had to overcome. Now, this caption is a little bit deceptive, because one would think that he was distraught over losing Nicki Minaj, and I'm pretty sure he was, because they were in a relationship for a very, very long time, right? But he more so talked about in this short clip. Like I said, I didn't watch the entire podcast. I don't even know what podcast this is from. Whatever. He talked about how the more fame, as Nicki Minaj began to acquire more fame, they couldn't even be affectionate towards one another in public. And he said that when they broke up, he had to deal with fans and supporters criticizing him. When she got with Meek Mill, now it's Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj. And at the time that they were together, they were two of the biggest, artists in hip hop, and they both seemingly hated him. So it drew so much attention to him. And that's what he meant by, it was difficult. It was a struggle for him to overcome that. He didn't specifically say, oh, I miss Nicki Minaj, and she was the love of my life, and I wish that we were still together, yada, yada. It was more so what came after the breakup as it pertains to it being so public. And he talked about how he was on, a plethora of shows, he bounced from different reality show to different reality show, basically. Now, I don't know if I can play this clip. So I'm not even going to play this clip, because I don't know if this is copyrighted content. Not worth the risk. You can go onto the Shade Room and you can see it for yourself if you haven't already done so. All right. So what I want to focus on, though, is this was shared in the Shade Room, and Erica Mena got in the comments, and she writes, I will forever be embarrassed. I gave sis, she's referring to Safari, who is obviously a man, okay, and a male, okay, gotta be specific. Anyway, she says, I will forever be embarrassed. I gave sis these incredible, beautiful babies. He don't even talk or care about his seeds this much online, or I think she meant to write in real life. She's obsessed with Safari. She's obsessed with Safari. Then she goes into this repost and comments, oh, come on, get out the way. Hopefully sis can end his deadbeat struggle. Okay, here's what I don't understand. Why does she continue to refer to Safari as a deadbeat? I follow one of Safari's sisters, Nikwa, on Instagram. And every time I turn around, he is always in Jamaica with his kids. She's with his kids too. I think she has a daughter, if I'm not mistaken. And, the cousins seem like they get along. Safari posts, social media can be deceiving. But why does she always call him a deadbeat? She says that he doesn't see or care for his seeds. So who are the children with? They damn sure ain't with you, Erica, because you be around thotting and trotting, and you're trying to get to the bag. I respect it. You have a dating show coming out. You're so booked and busy. So who I just don't know why she keeps continuously calling him a deadbeat. This is not the first, second, or third, or fourth, or 10th time that she's done that. And every time he is posted onto any one of these social media outlets, she's always in the comments. Do you think that this is like a publicity stunt, and it's like, yeah, let's keep up the drama because it keeps folks talking about us? Like, is Love and Hip Hop supposed to be coming back soon? I don't know. It's just not cute. So some people in the comments were saying things like, let it go, babe, you're beautiful. Some people say, girl, he don't care, let it go. Some people were laughing. I don't understand what's funny about her referring to him as sis. I always feel that it's highly disrespectful. Just like, he's not a sis. Sis refers to your homegirl or a female or woman. He's not a female, nor is he a woman. Like, why do you do that? Why is that acceptable? I don't find that funny whatsoever. Now, if he turns around and calls you a female dog, everyone will be flabbergasted and it'll be like, oh, he hates women. Just stop with the foolishness, okay? Someone said calling him sis is lethal with the laughing emojis. I mean, maybe I don't have a sense of humor. I don't know. I just don't find stuff like this funny. I don't. Because if he turned around and called you a man, or if he called you something worse like a bitch or whatever, you would be in shambles. But I just still don't understand why she constantly calls him a deadbeat. I don't get it. Don't y'all have shared custody of the kids? No, I don't know. I just grow up, Erica. Moving along, child. This is a mess. This is a hot mess, y'all. So Tamar Braxton's fiance, Jeremy J.R. Robinson, was arrested for a DUI in Georgia. Okay, get into this. So he was apparently arrested last month in Cobb County, Georgia. And most of us, well, me, I'm just finding this out today. So according to the Georgia Gazette, J.R. Robinson, who happens to be a personal injury attorney, he was arrested on June 27th for driving under the influence of alcohol. Okay, he was also taken into custody for violation of traffic control device and willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer. All three of the charges are misdemeanors. He was released later that day. Okay, little details are known about what led to the arrest. And as of publication, J.R. Robinson has not reacted, to it being revealed. Interesting. Now, he is a lawyer, so this is definitely not a good look. Here's what I don't understand. Some of you folks have money. Justin Timberlake his drunk self caught a DUI, what, was it last month? I think, oh, excuse me, y'all. Was it last month? Yeah, it was last month. That's my microphone making all this noise in the background. And Justin Timberlake he's a man of means, right? So y'all can't y'all can't take a Lyft, Uber, XL, Lyft Black, personal driver. No, you think it's a good idea to get behind the wheel of a car? Tiffany Haddish, she had a couple of DUIs. You people have money. Y'all have money. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand. The attorney has been engaged to Tamar Braxton off and on since meeting on Peacock's dating reality competition series, Queen's Court. The two briefly split, yada yada. Who cares? Okay. So he has not made a public statement, and I don't think he is. I mean, he knows how this thing works. This is not a good look. So is this the new trend now? A lot of these entertainers think it's trendy and cool to be driving under the influence and get arrested and have your mugshot. Is this like a humiliation ritual? What do you guys think? Do you care? Good luck, JR, and good luck, Tamar. Done. Absolutely done. I have nothing else to say about that. Moving on into more interesting news. Speaking of lawyers, Phaedra Parks reportedly negotiating Real Housewives of Atlanta season 6 contract And Cynthia Bailey is filming more scenes. So, if you're not aware, Cynthia Bailey was returning for season 16 as a friend of the show. Do you think Cynthia is going to get her peach back? She's filming more scenes. Let me tell you something. This whole season 16 situation is in shambles, and I really wish they would get it together. I gave commentary previously about Simon and Portia going through their drama, and I said I think it is for to drum up, controversy to get people excited to watch season 16. But there's so much stuff going on. Excuse me. I don't know. But I am going to say this. If Phaedra returns, I'm not mad about it, okay? So the article reads, according to Love B. Scott, Bravo is negotiating Phaedra Parks' return to the Real Housewives of Atlanta following Kenya Moore's unexpected exit. So Phaedra Parks, she originally joined in season 3 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. So I'm excited to see her back. You guys know that she left because of the situation between Kandi and Portia and Todd and all of that drama. Now, Phaedra is on Married to Medicine, so I'm interested to see if this is true. I'm interested to see how this is going to work. So, in addition, the article continues to the news about Phaedra's potential return. Cynthia Bailey, who is already confirmed to return as a friend of the show, has reportedly been filming more scenes than initially planned for season 16 amid Kenya Moore's exit. Now, every day there's some sort, or every other day or so, there's some sort of an update to an update to an update. Kenya Moore was fired. Then it was, no, Kenya Moore wasn't fired. Kenya Moore left. No, she really didn't leave. Kenya Moore's not coming back. Yes, she is coming back. I'm over it. Whenever the season premieres, I'll catch it because the drama is overshadowing, I think, some people's anticipation of the show returning. It's too much going on and not in a good way. Okay. So continuing on, despite Cynthia Bailey making more appearances, it remains unclear whether she will be promoted to a full-time housewife. So these developments came after Kenya Moore's recent exit from the show, following allegations that she displayed explicit images of newcomer Brittany Eadie. Okay. The rumors and narratives about me randomly showing nudes or revenge, PORN, is 100% untrue. I have proof and I will share soon. So I talked about that previously. Kenya, she's denying these allegations. Listen, if Kenya goes and Phaedra comes back, Portia returns, you got to bring Sheree back. I don't think Sheree is coming back. I think she wants more money. But if Sheree returns, Portia, Phaedra, Cynthia, whether she's friend of the show or not, and the new ladies, I'll watch. I'll definitely watch. So while fans anticipate Phaedra's potential return, the series is gearing up for its highly anticipated, is it highly anticipated 16th season featuring familiar faces Portia Williams, Drew Sidor, I forgot about Drew, and Shamia Morton, I forgot about Shamia too, along with newcomers Britt Eadie, Kelly Farrell, and Angela Oakley. Okay, so what are your thoughts? Everybody wanted Phaedra to come back. Everybody. I think, the yearn for Phaedra to come back was just as high as the want for Nene to return. I think we pretty much understand that Nene is not returning to Real Housewives of Atlanta ever. But Phaedra returning, I'm for it. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm for it, especially now that Kandi is gone. So, Kandi made it very clear that if Phaedra was to return, she would leave. So they kept Kandi, but Kandi is not going to be returning for season 16. Will she return for future seasons? We don't know. But I definitely want Phaedra back. I would be curious to see the dynamic between these ladies with Phaedra's return. All right. Share your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you think. All right, listen, y'all. I know a lot of people thought, or they still think or feel, that Jonathan Majors is only with Megan Good to clean up his image after being with that white woman, and he returned home to a black woman to help his image. Well, Megan Good basically said that Jonathan Majors is her man and she's going to stick beside him, okay? So Megan Good, she basically talked about her friends who advised her not to date Jonathan Majors following his claims from his ex. She said, I moved to the beat of my own drum. And I'm here for it. Do we not respect an individual, man or woman, who can think for themselves and make decisions on their own? Do we not respect that? I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys don't want people telling you what to do when it comes to certain areas of your life, right? So, as previously reported, when the Lovebirds first went public with their relationship in May 2023, many questioned if Jonathan Majors was the right man for Megan Good, right? Concerns from the public stemmed from Jonathan Majors being accused of whatever he was accused of. You know, I'm tired of reading these articles and they just keep driving that home, okay? I believe he was innocent and I'm going to stick to it. I've said it before. So this just pretty much goes into what happened and what the result was. As a result of that situation, he was basically sentenced to 52 weeks of a domestic violence intervention program and probation. All right. So during a recent interview on Today with Hoda and Jenna to promote her upcoming film, Divorce in Black, that's a Tyler Perry film, by the way, that's going to be premiering. I think it's on the 11th on Prime Video, on Prime. Anyway, so Megan Good, she revealed that the pushback against her relationship didn't just come from fans, okay? Speaking about how she dealt with friends who also didn't approve of her romance with Majors, she said, at the end of the day, one thing I know is that I can always look in the mirror when I trust my spirit, when I trust God, when I ask God, and when I move to the beat of my own drum. I can always look and say, okay, I'm proud of that. No matter whatever happens, I have peace in my heart and I have harmony in my heart. Good for you. Now, why y'all asking her about Jonathan Majors and she promoting the Tyler Perry film that she's in? Why would y'all ask that? Anyway, she continued, I take everyone I love's opinion into account, but at the end of the day, I'm the one who has to have to live my life. I want to be responsible for the choices I make, and I want to live the life that I want to live. Very gracefully stated. Okay, so it seems that Good and Majors are flying above the opinions of others, not letting naysayers pop the bubble of their relationship bliss. Okay, leave them alone. And I bet you any money, if I'm hoping they don't, but if they decide to part ways, people are going to have their speculations. People are going to have their, make their assumptions. I feel like Megan Good is someone who is mature. I mean, I don't know her personally, obviously, but listen, she has the right to date who she wants to date. And it's unfortunate that people are going to hang this over Jonathan Major's head. Despite, I feel like a broken record saying this. If you're not new here, then you've heard me give commentary on Jonathan Majors before. It's really unfortunate that, with the video evidence, it's the court of public opinion, unfortunately, sometimes outweighs, it trumps, hardcore evidence. So some people have already made up their mind about Jonathan Majors, and it sucks. And he's going to be labeled what he's been labeled, because he is a public figure, and it's hurt his opportunities. And I just really hope that he can just rebuild and move on, because he deserves to move on. It's interesting how some people pick and choose when to show grace and when to be forgiving. But whatever, it is what it is. I wish them nothing but the best. I'm pretty sure he knows that he is under a microscope, especially with the Black community. So I think Megan can handle herself. I think she'll be just fine. And I'll leave it at that. Okay. I know a couple of people in my comments have expressed, the opposite opinion as it that I have as it pertains to Jonathan Majors, and that's fine. This ain't got nothing to do with being a pick me and nothing like that. I seen the footage. Like, hello, you know, and I just don't agree with a lot of people. And that's okay. That's okay. This has nothing to do with being a pick me. This has nothing to do with, oh, he doesn't choose you. I don't wake up or go to sleep um looking to be chosen by human beings. It's not a thought in my head. So, but whatever, everybody's entitled to their opinion. All right, y'all. So that's it. Drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about Jonathan Majors and Megan Good. She also said in that interview that Tyler Perry basically paid her right. He paid her what her worth is, which is good. Good to hear. I'm glad to hear that she doesn't have any complaints about the working conditions or what she was paid for the movie and how he treated her, treated like royalty. I respect it. I definitely respect Tyler Perry for that. So share your thoughts in the comments about Megan Good. Do you care that Phaedra Parks could possibly be returning to Real Housewives of Atlanta? And if she does, will you be excited or not? Share your thoughts about that. J.R. Robinson, Tamar's quote unquote fiance, DUI, another white man driving drunk. You know, I don't know if this is the new trend, but I'm definitely not feeling it. And what do you think about Erica Mena continuously calling Safari a deadbeat? And people are believing this. It's really wild how easy it is to manipulate people. Well, everybody has a right to think what they want to think, right? They can think for themselves. So that's all I got. You still have time to pay your admission fee. Don't forget to like the video, share your comments. I appreciate all of it, all that good stuff. If you made it to the end, thank you. Thank you for listening to me and rocking out with me to the end of the video. Okay? All right, y'all, I'm signing off. I love you for watching. And as always, until next time, I'll talk to you later.